and welcome to my office. My name is Melanie Brook, and I'm the Education Program Coordinator for Les Hills Agriculture in the Classroom. So we're going to start a chick hatch program, which was actually started last week in classrooms, but because of school closings, we've moved it to my office. So I work in 5 different counties: Harrison, Carroll, Crawford, Shelby, and West Pottawatomie counties. Welcome and thank you for joining us. If you have a chance to go ahead and put in the comments where you're watching from, and maybe a question that you might have about chick and egg development. So while we're here in the office today, we're going to talk about the incubator and then the things that are going on inside the chicks, inside of each of the eggs. Our automatic egg incubator will turn the eggs every 45 minutes. See, what we're trying to do is we're trying to duplicate a mama hen. And the mama hen keeps her eggs at the exact right temperature for the exact right amount of time. Our automatic egg incubator is set at 99.6 degrees. And that's pretty hot. That's 1 degree more than you and I are normally. So those eggs have to be kept just at the right temperature, and they have to have just the right humidity. In order to make sure that the humidity is at the right temperature, in order to make sure that the incubator has the right humidity, we'll add water into this side unit, and inside the water pot there's 2 chambers. Now from today to day 17, we'll fill both chambers. We'll fill just the 1 chamber, and on day 17 the 2nd chamber will go ahead and fill. A lot has happened with our eggs in the last week, and I'm going to take you step by step with what happened on day 1. If you're thinking about it, go ahead and type in any questions that you have in the comments. And if you've ever hatched eggs at home, what your experiences have been too. On day 1, last Wednesday, I took this incubator to a school and set the eggs. On day 1, the cells are already starting to specialize. The muscles, nerves, and the digestive cells appear, and the eyes and the blood vessels will begin to form. On the 2nd day of chick development, the heart and the ears form. Do you have a heart? I ask my students, and then I have them. That's right. As early as day 2, the 2nd day that our egg has been incubated, the chick will start to have a heartbeat. On day 3, there's a distinguishable head and a tail. Leg and wing buds can be seen. There's specialized cells that begin to form the tongue, liver, kidneys, and lungs. Right now it just kind of looks like a spot. When you candle the eggs, you'll see 1 red blood vessel and lots of vessels sprouting out from that. That's a good sign that your egg is doing well. On day 4, the toes begin to form, mostly be present, but they'll be very tiny. The embryo will start to separate from the yolk. Here's an example of what our chick would look like on day 4. On day 5, things really start to happen. The reproductive organs develop and the leg bones begin to form. This is when you can start to see the chick very clearly. You can see both eyes, you can see the wing, and both legs are forming. It's starting to look more like a baby chick and less like a red spot inside an egg cell. Yesterday was day 6, and on yesterday the beak began to become visible, the wings bent at the elbow, and the intestines would begin to loop. You can see the top and the bottom of the chick, and this is what it might have looked like yesterday. Today, for the eggs that are inside of our incubator, they've been incubating for 7 days. What has happened is their feather buds are appearing, their eyes will begin to develop rapidly, and their knees will begin to bend. So here's what the chick looks like on day 7. You can see the beak, you can see both wings, you can see the legs and the knee, you can even see the tail starting to form. So inside of our incubator, we're going to try to keep it at 99.6 degrees. Now, does anyone know how long it takes for an egg to hatch? If you guessed 21 days, you were right. And a complete chicken egg incubation is 21 days from set to hatch. Now, since I set these eggs on a Thursday morning, on Thursday, April the 2nd, beginning at 7 a.m., these eggs will start to hatch. They'll start to pick out of their shell, and we'll talk more about that in upcoming episodes. I hope you had a nice time. I hope you enjoyed our explanation about hatching about hatching chicks at home, and you'll tune in tomorrow at 1:30 for more updates.